All right, let's do this. Yeah. I'm going to make the video. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a video that just does the let's do this. It is Saturday. Already the middle of freaking November. Oh. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm kind of like lost without the orcs. I definitely wasn't expecting. Let's clear that up. I definitely wasn't expecting, like, all of a sudden to have, like, this huge rush. I had to, send people DMs just to get enough people to do it with me. I mean, obviously, all you have to do is look at the number of likes I get on each of these videos. Look at the number of likes I get on Blue Sky. Even look at the number of likes I get on old posts that I did on Twitch, if you're still on Twitch. There's not a lot, and we're running with 5. I mean, even if you look on my Discord, it's not the number of responses. I don't even get into the double digits. I mean, if I was going to plan an event, and it's the reason why the trick-or-treater thing failed, is because I was planning an event where I wanted 10 trick-or-treaters, with myself being one of them, to kind of like commemorate the original 9 that I did back in the day. I didn't even get 4. And then I went out I make it sound like I got 3. I got 2 people, 1 person with an actual costume idea. So then I went out and I actually asked the original crew for it, and I ended up getting a few more, but it was just like, it isn't fun. I have to admit, it isn't fun to be like begging people to participate. On the other hand, not asking for permission, just doing it, which is what I want. That's all I want to do. I would do that. Just do it. I mean, it's what I did with the slimes. It's what I pretty much did with the cues. Just whoever I want. Somebody that looks challenging. I have to say, some people's models are just, and other people's models look like everybody else's model. Ooh, they got some coloration difference. Ooh, or they're wearing glasses. Ooh. Ooh. I forgot what I was even talking about. But yeah, so I know I'm talking about art and where I'm at right now. But yeah, I have to admit, like doing the orcs, doing it was a lot of fun. Preparing for it, I didn't like at all. I do not like having to DM people and ask them if they want to be a part of the orc thing. I think it takes away from the people who want to be a part of it, and then there's the people that are basically just joining it to join it. And what most people don't even realize is that even though I had 38, I made 38 orcs, 39 orcs, somewhere around there. From the original 31. Yeah, I think I did 39. I gotta include myself. So you have the 31 plus 8 more. I asked 70 people. And that's with the original 5 that are already slated to do it. Basically was begging 70 people for a 31 30, because I was already slated myself, and so it actually ended up being 25 because as soon as I announced it, 5 people signed up. So 25 people. I was looking for 25 people, and I requested of 75 people. Out of the 75 people, 33 said yes. That's pretty pathetic. And I'm not saying that I'm, this well-known, famous, obviously if somebody like Iron Mouse was doing a project like this, she would probably have 1 million people signed up for it. I just remember when she did the harem thing, and I think it was over 100,000 people signed up to join her harem, to the point where she had to close it down. I wrote 2 parody songs for her. So, I mean, I can't compare myself to that, obviously. But, because I'm not that. But I really, it's like, all right, because there's some new people here, and and either they just watched what is it, 738, 738, which was a video that got no views, and then a whole bunch of people. It's now my third most watched morning commute video. My third most watched one. So it's pretty special. But I want you to know, like, if you are one of the people that actually saw it and you're actually continuing watching me, thank you. But this is about that. I'm going to talk about that. I still have mixed feelings about it. I love the fact that people are coming in. I love the fact that people are engaging. That is my whole shtick. So that aside, the fact that I was on, a group board, whatever, a playlist of not viewed videos, really says something. I have to say, like, it is almost heartbreaking, the fact that I am, on one of those sites. I definitely feel like if I vanished tomorrow, it wouldn't even be noticed. Like, if I just stopped making videos, I don't even think that who's gonna care other than me? I'm not exaggerating when I said I gave up art. I gave it up. And I have to admit, I don't really want to be in the position I'm in right now. There is a huge part of me that loves drawing, and I love doing art streams, and I adore the whole thing. But I have to tell you, like, it's not feasible. I know we talked about doing dwarves, and I know I talked about, I was going to do dinosaurs, pirates. There's a whole mess of things that I was going to be drawing. And once it's not for me, once I start drawing not for me, it's waste. Once I start seeing outside of that, it's just a huge waste of time. have to admit, I mean, I am, this is a no view. I am a no view channel. The views that I'm getting are not, people don't have any watch time on it. We're talking seconds. The time it takes them to change the fucking channel. And yeah, goosebumps, whatever. I have to admit, I'm not I'm actually not all that impressed with the how much response that I've gotten. I know it sounds harsh to say, but this is probably, I should probably expect this. One thing that I was like, it was when Iron Mouse showed my my parody video. When Iron Mouse showed my parody video and she got DMCA'd, which I feel really bad about that, which is what launched the entire No Music parody videos, just to give people a chance to like say, hey, we can do that. Just so you know, nobody watches those. The No Music videos don't even get seen. But that got a lot of exposure. That was when she was, not at the height. I don't even think she broke 1 million yet. But she had, thousands of viewers every day, and comparatively. I'm going to say it like comparatively, because I think that her video would have had just as many as Project Melody's, or you can even go to any of the other ones that are even less than that, and that's when you start to realize, like, there wasn't even 200 views. It doesn't even have an hour of view time. And yes, it's a 5-minute video. So yes, in order for it to get an hour, it's got to be watched in completion 6 times. How's that work? It's got to be watched in completion 12 times. But after 190 views, I don't think it has 100. It might have 190. But with under 200 views, which is well over 12, that means that almost nobody watched it to completion. And other people will only watch seconds of it. In fact, if you watch the view, when I go look at the analytics and I watch how much of the video people watch, it literally is almost a straight line up, and almost nothing for the rest of the video. So nobody, they don't even read the they didn't even have time to even read the description, which nobody reads the descriptions anyways, and I know that. But they didn't even have time. They didn't even have time to hear me do the "She is Iron Mouse." She is Iron Mouse. Yeah, they didn't even have nobody watched even that. And then people ask me, like, why are you so fucking jaded? Why are you so freaking like this? Why, you know. I'm talking people who've been with me since day one. Day one. I have to beg to be in my projects. People who are the reason why I do this stuff, I have to beg to be in my projects. And that's just how it is. There's a reason. It's not by accident. It's not by accident that I stream like once every 3 months. Live stream. But I live stream almost once every 2 or 3 months, and that the bulk of the videos that I create are this. It's not by accident. It's not. I know that I want to stream more. I know that I want to be a part of the communities more. I know that I want to do all that stuff more. But you know what? Nobody's giving me the feedback that I need. Nobody's giving me what I need. And I feel further away from being home than I ever have before. I rarely talk about why I quit 8th edition 40K. Why I left for the last time. I rarely talk about it. I think I mentioned it. I might have, but I did it. I gave myself a year, and in the year's time, I became what people came to test their armies, and I didn't like it. I even told them. I said, I don't like this. This isn't that much fun. You're either blowing me apart or I'm blowing you apart. Ooh. We're not accomplishing anything. We're not doing anything. Yeah. And they said, well, you should do the tournaments. And I'm like, I'm not doing the tournaments. I did those tournaments before. Everything has changed, and it's all the same bullshit, and it's no longer fun for me. And then they asked me what it would be fun, and I told them, I said Desolation, which is basically a version of Gorka Morka. Oh my god, everybody was so excited. Everybody was so enthusiastic. I had a captive audience, and I didn't even realize it. Because they were trying to convince me to still stay and help them develop their teams. Me help them. And I scheduled it, and I talked to all of them. Talked to everybody in the 40K community that I was associated with at the local game shop. And everybody was, all planned, everything like that. And the day of, which was not around any tournaments, not around, I made sure. And the day of, nobody showed up. A couple people playing Pokemon took over half my table that I was reserve. That's why I quit. That's why I don't play 40K anymore. That's why I'm not even interested in getting into 9th edition or now 10th edition, whatever the. It's only been 2 years. Actually, it's been 3 years. Sorry, it's been 3 years. Holy shit! I'm totally lost. It's been 6 years since I stopped playing 40K. Maybe they're on freaking version 11. I don't know. I don't keep up with it. The 10's already out. Yeah, I didn't even look into 9th edition. I didn't even think. The reason that I stopped playing, the reason after a year that I said that this was enough and I'm done, was because of that. Had nothing to do with COVID, had nothing to do with any of that stuff. The reason that I quit was because of that one event that happened. And I never wanted something like that to happen to me again. And I've had people offer to buy my orcs, and I've had all this other bullshit going on, and I don't sell, and I don't give up, and I'm not, you guys got to understand, I love orcs. I love orcs a lot. And for me to stop playing is a big deal. I bring that into I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding when I say, like, when I come to the realization, and I already know that it's true, I just have to basically convince myself of it, that I'm doing these videos for nothing. A novelty or freaking carnival act or something, but I'm definitely not reaching my goals. And my goal is not to become famous. I have no intention of becoming famous. And my goal is not to freaking stir up controversy and get freaking edgelords or bullshit. No, those are not my goals. And my goal is not to become monetized. It's not my goal. It would be nice to have it. The exposure would be good. But I'm not looking even for 1,000 people. I'm looking for my tribe. I'm looking for weirdos like me. I'm looking for the strange and unusual, and people who feel like they've been orphaned in their own families. I'm looking for the place where I belong. And that has always been the goal. That has never stopped. That has never. I have never not been honest about that, truthful about that. Um, it's like when people, you the documakras. I have three that I just basically kind of dropped the ball on. And it's like, why did you drop the ball on those? You should have just get them done. I mean, I could have just gotten them done. It's up to me. I would one. I'm just going through freaking wacky ass tattoos, and I want to do it because I adore the person that I'm doing it for. But I have to admit, I'm in this, you know, not it's not a sad place. It's not a. I don't know what it. I don't know what you call it. I just don't know. Um, let's close it out. Um, if you're watching this, uh, tell me that I'm imagining things and that it's all not true. That YouTube is just not recording all of the people watching my videos. Tell me that. Um, and all you have to do is write cool beans, and I'll know. In the comments below. And it doesn't have to be cool beans, it could be whatever you like, it could be anything. Like I said, I do this for the connection. Um, and if you've watched this to this point, you already know that you are a weird, crazy, insane, um, and you are my type of people or creature, depending on what you prefer yourself as. Um, and I wish you the best of everything. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope whatever you're doing and whatever you're trying to accomplish in life, I hope you can accomplish it. I hope, I hope, I hope. All right, it's time for me to get to work. Take care of yourself. And we will do this again tomorrow.